talking about the solution to pornography. Here are some few practical and healthy ways that you can help yourself and help your friends that you know who are going through the same problem but are not able to come out of it. These are very practical suggestions, and you could apply them into your life. The first thing we're talking about here, or the first recommendation, is blocking of the pornographic websites. I strongly believe that the power lies within you. In the previous episode, I spoke about this Tamil movie called Vishwarupam, where people protested against it and the movie was banned. Although the movie was released a few days later, it had to go through the censor board while they deleted all those parts of it, and then it was released. Today, we looked at how much of soft pornography is introduced in the form of media, in the form of movies, and yet we are quiet about it. Honestly, tell me, how many of us do not know how to use internet? It's a very tough question, right? Yes, a lot of us know how to use the internet. What is stopping us then? Why are we not taking the initiative to find out the email address of the advertisement company, or the email address of the director or the production house, and write to them, which would take just about a few minutes of yours. Write to them and hammer some sense into their head and tell them they're robbing of our childhood. They're robbing our children of their childhood. They're robbing future romance of the youngsters out there by depicting love in a wrong way. The second thing is, this cyber ethics could be introduced as a part of our syllabus in schools. Do you think our taboo is more important? Because in India, it's a taboo to talk about a lot of these things. But do you think that is more important, or the lives of our children are important? We need to think out of the box. If we need to help our youngsters, we need to be openly talking about a lot of things, because we are talking to them with a positive focus. A lot of people have argued with the government, saying it is their right to watch pornography because they are doing it in a private space. But where are they watching pornography? Like I told you, 99% of pornography is from the internet, and internet is the most public place that is there in India today, because any people from any age group have access to internet at any part of the day. They can watch it day in and day out. Therefore, it is the most public place. So should we allow that is a big question. Not just that, let's help people focus on positive, healthy lifestyles. Teach people how to balance life, work, and other activities, because only when they're free, they end up watching pornography. Like a proverb says, an empty mind is a devil's workshop. Definitely when you don't have anything to do, you're tempted. You want to go and watch something that's there on the internet. Anything for that matter. Instead, let's help people to focus on life. Help them decide what to do in life, just so they don't have free time to watch all of this. Like for instance, when I do workshops for little children, what I happen to do with them, and you can apply the same with you and your friends as well, is give them 24 ice cream sticks, or give them 24 sticks, and ask them to paint it in different colors, and ask them to tell them what they do with 24 hours that they have in a day. Like for example, if they sleep for 8 hours, they can just color it black or gray and say this is sleeping hour, and then so what is left. And then if they study for 2 hours, so 8 plus 2 is 10, and they have 14 hours left in hand. So what they do, when they practically do things, you can schedule your hours accordingly, and then there'll be no room left for you to have free time or think about any of all this. The other thing you can do is avail counseling. The first change, like I told you, begins with you. When you realize that you have a problem, don't feel bad to talk about it, because it's not just you who's going through this. Talk about it to someone who can help you, because there is help available, and change begins in you. There is no other barrier to your development than your own thoughts. So if you think you need help, there is help available. Okay, get in touch with people who can help you focus on positive lifestyle. Also, the other thing you can do is, if you are a parent or if you are a teacher, a mentor or a caregiver and you have children at home, you care for them, what you can do is install parental softwares on the gadgets before you give it to children. There are many softwares that are available in the market that you can also download for free of cost. Before you give your child or your children a phone or a computer, you can have these applications installed in your gadget and then give it to them. Unless they know the password, they cannot have access to any of these content, any pornographic content for that matter. And you can block the gaming websites or anything you don't want your children to have access to. One such example is K9 parental software. It's available for free of cost, and I'll tell you how it works. So when you install K9 parental software in your laptop and give the laptop to your child, and your child in your absence is looking for, let's say, sex videos or anything related to blue films or anything related to that, it would say wrong spelling, try again later, or it would say, can you try another way? So in whatever way they try, the answer would be try again. So at one point they'll have to give up or they'll have to find out the password. So try and install a tough password, set a tough password just so your child does not guess, and you can give it to them. In that way you can have control over what your child is watching. Or if you're a couple and you don't want your boyfriend or you don't want your partner, you don't want your girlfriend to watch such videos, what you can also do is bring in accountability aspect in your relationship. So there's something called as Covenant Eyes. So when you install this Covenant Eye app in your partner's phone, it will ask you for your email ID and a password. So when you install that and give it to them, the moment they watch any content this way, you will get notified on your phone number or your email saying your partner is watching such content, and immediately you can call them and help them and say, hey, listen, I know you want to come out of it, but I know you're watching it right now, so talk to me instead of being free until you board your next bus, so until you have your next assignment. Don't let them free. I mean, talk to them, engage them. In that way you could also help them. And beyond anything, when someone's talking to you about all of this, now you know it's an addiction. Just like the people fallen on the streets who are drunk and fallen out on the streets, if you go and talk to them and tell them, hey, I'll get you a job, don't drink, they're going to shoo you away, right? Similarly with pornography, it's an addiction. Okay, with our thoughts, people start feeling that the rest of the society are all too judgmental, and that's why sometimes they don't open up about it. But without your knowledge, it can lead them to dangerous things in future, like how a young boy was asked to just turn his video camera on during online classes, and he was asked to share his pictures. Eventually it went on to removing his shirt and sharing pictures. He was so scared to share about this outside, but then he would receive a lot of money. And then it went to a stage where he was asked to masturbate, where he was asked to use a lot of objects on himself and then shoot videos of this, and he would receive a lot of money, until the day he became a porn star, and he is now a porn star. So without your knowledge. But how it all began is with a small video clip, and he was scared to talk about this outside. So if you have people coming to you for help, please do not overreact, or don't say, oh, you're going through all of this. No, it's our responsibility to help them. Having heard of all this, it's a serious problem and they need your support. Every person in the society is our responsibility. If so much is happening around us, somewhere, somehow we've not done our job right. Maybe even just by not raising awareness about it. But today is the day. You make a choice to change or help one person who is with you. There will be someone who might be in need of help, and they need you. Will you join with me in helping people and helping them with the serious problem that they are going through?